Dawn Harris, and I'm founder and president of Revelation Gardens. And this is our Weekly Paws podcast. This is Lucca Max, and in fact, he's going to be one of our highlights for today. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you know that we have a founding scripture. This light's kind of reflecting in my glasses, huh? Okay, it's not helping. In any event, our scripture is Revelation 21:4. And it says, He'll wipe every tear from their eyes. There'll be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. And I chose that as our founding scripture because I wanted to bring my background in grief and loss to the animals that have gone through so much and help them to feel safe and have a new start, a new beginning in life. So, our podcast is going to be a weekly conversation with pretty much everything related to pets, everything regarding rescue work, pet health, and just things that pet parents may want to know. We will have guests, and it will be pre recorded in the beginning. There's some kinks that I'm still trying to work out, but we'll just be coming to you and having a conversation. And you can email us questions, and we'll fine tune things as we get going, get things going. We used to have a podcast. It was a couple of years ago, and we have several episodes that you can check out, and I will post the link in this video. And there was a lot of great information, so we're just continuing that. We stopped it for a while because it just became a lot. We just have a few volunteers that do all the work around here, and so we just had to pause it for a little bit. So welcome back to our weekly pause. And today, well, let me just back up for a second. February is American Heart Month. So I wanted our focus this month to be on things related to heart health in our rescues and in those that have pets. This information might be useful to you as well. So today I'm going to be just sharing a little bit about what inspired me to start this, our rescues, and then talk a little bit about Lucca Max, who he's our heart patient kitty. So again, thanks for joining, and let's just jump right in. So what inspired me to start this podcast, Our Weekly Pause, is I wanted a mechanism for the community to be able to engage with us. I wanted to be able to show our cats and our dogs and talk a little bit about what we're doing, and then bring useful information to pet owners that they can utilize in their life. So I just wanted to have something that was an easy way to reach you. And if you have a topic or if you're in the industry related to pets and you have something that you feel like would contribute to the conversation, email me and we'll get you scheduled. We'll talk first, but we'll get you scheduled and have you on our Weekly Pause podcast. So Lucca Max, he's kind of over here digging in my purse. Let me move this. Lucca Max, come here, sweetheart. Turn this around. So Lucca Max came to us a couple of years ago. His owner passed away, and ironically enough, his owner had heart disease also. But Lucca is a senior, and they thought he was a female his whole entire life. They had him as a kitten all the way through his age from a few years ago. I guess he doesn't want to be on here. And when we got him, I was like, he's not a female. So his name, all of his life, was Maxine. So I changed it to Max. And then I added Lucca. I always try to give them a new name and then, make it in conjunction with their old name. So his name is now Lucca Max. And he's a sweet boy. Again, he's a senior. And one day, he was at our other location, and he started dragging his legs. So I took him to the vet, and it was identified that he had a heart condition. And they're not sure exactly what was going on with the legs, but they think there might have been like a blood clot that went into one of the the branches of, I don't know if it's an artery or vein. Um, anyway, that's why we're going to have guests that are veterinarians and they can explain things better. But in any event, they think that that might have caused a partial paralysis. But then we got him on two different types of medications, and he is on medication twice daily, every 12 hours, and it either broke up the blood clot or just helped with the flow again, and he is now able to use his legs. It didn't take too long for that to resolve. Um, so he's doing extremely well. He's very stable. He loves to be out on the catio getting fresh air, and he just hangs out with his other rescues like Charlie here. And like I mentioned, he is on twice daily heart medication, two different types. And that is one of our challenges here at the rescue because we don't live here. Giving medication every 12 hours is difficult. You know, if we give it at 7 a.m., somebody has to be here at 7 p.m., um, you know, that sort of thing. So that's probably our biggest challenge with him. And then also the pills, getting a pill in a cat twice daily for the rest of his life has proven to be, um, you know, a problem. He doesn't like it. It's hard on us. So we resolve that by we crush up the pills and then we add just a little bit of water and then we put it into an oral syringe and give him that. And he looks forward to it. He enjoys it. I think it's the extra attention that he thrives on. He really likes that extra attention that he gets. Um, and that routine has really helped him. He's very stable, a very sweet boy, and I encourage you to come on down and hang out with our rescues. I may not have really mentioned much about our background as of Revelation Gardens, but we're primarily special needs cats and dogs, those that are hard to adopt, and we just really help to try to get them a good match with a potential family or individual, and we want them to, you know, it to be a lifetime match. We want to make sure personalities are good, lifestyle, energy level, all of that sort of thing. So that's really it for Lucca Max. He's very sweet and loves visitors. So does Charlie. Charlie has a good story as well, and he's one of those in this particular building. There's 7 down here, and they're all special needs for various reasons. Lucca Max is, I believe, our only one that has like a physical ailment. The others are behavioral. Like Charlie here, he's a peer. He pees outside the litter box, and it's understandable given what he went through. His people were relocated to the United Kingdom, and as Charlie was shipped over, and got lost in transit. And he was lost for several days. And when they found him, he was covered in his own urine and he was sick. And so he's had some anxiety since then. Has I don't know if it's a fear of being in a litter box. I don't think it's that. I think it's just a repercussion of what he went through that he pees on things. So his family really struggled with that, and they love him very much, but they felt that a rescue environment, a sanctuary where he could just be his peeing self, would be better for him. And so he's been with us for quite some time, I think 6, 9, maybe 9 months. And he's doing really well. He doesn't pee all that often. Every once in a while, he will pee on something, but he's done really, really well. He actually had one episode when he was first brought to us, and then I went on a couple-week vacation, and I think that prompted him to revert back to his anxiety of being left because he was close with me, and he has been peeing since, but then now he's back in being pretty stable. I share all of that with you just so that you guys have a little bit of insight in some of our rescues. And I really encourage you to come down. We always need volunteers. Now, whether that's just to sit and hang out, and like Charlie, he'll climb right in your lap, and he loves getting attention and getting love. or if it's helping with chores, or we have just an array of things that need to be done to run a nonprofit animal rescue. Some high level like grant writing, and some lower level like, scooping litter boxes, and everything in between. We have 3 volunteers that do everything. Um, myself, Sue Roth, and Callie Yasko. And I'm very grateful that they have been with us and continue to come 5 days a week, for the most part, 4 or 5 days a week. We also have a board, and I consider them volunteers as well. And then we have a few others that come in um, and they sit with our rescues and play and brush and that sort of thing. So we always need rescues. We need people to walk our dogs, brush our kitties, help with chores, and like I said, all the other things. So if you have a heart for that, um, we are open 12 to 3 Tuesday through Friday, and I know those hours don't always work for people, so we can do other times, although that is challenging. I myself, I do work a full-time job and a part-time job, plus run the rescue, plus do direct care 7 days a week. So I often don't like to be scheduled on the weekends, but I realize that people have to have an opportunity to come down. And then the more I get to know you, then I can probably eventually get to a point where you can just come on your own and you don't need to have me or somebody else here. So that's really all I really had to say today. I wanted to talk about an opportunity to volunteer. Also, if you're looking to adopt, I'm very particular about who our rescues go to. Again, I want to make sure it is a good fit, and that entails looking at your personality, your lifestyle, your energy level, and then matching it up with our rescues that would be a good fit. We don't want somebody that's super high energy with a lot going on with somebody that's timid, and 'cause we don't want them to hide for their whole life. And I encourage people to come out and meet all of our rescues and get to know them, and then see who's most um, compatible with you. And let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Sponsoring. We have a program in place where it's called Sponsoring a Rescue. And we spend a ton of money every month on food and, of course, bedding, especially with our special needs rescues. So a sponsor, the minimum is $20 a month, and that helps to cover the basic cost of their food. Some people do 25, some do 50, and that additional would help go to cover their vetting. And you just either sign up to have a monthly deduction made from your account. You could do it through PayPal, or there's a number of mechanisms. Or you can come in person, or you can mail a check. We just want to make it super easy for you, so whatever's most convenient. And we rely on that. We're 100% donation based, and we really do need help paying for the rescues, because when we don't have the budget, we can't just not feed them. So I myself, or somebody else, usually it's me, picks up that difference and contributes it from our personal accounts. So sponsoring a rescue, $20 a month, coming in and hanging out with our rescues, adoption. Those are all things that we really like to encourage you to do. And let's see, what else do I want to talk to you about today? Again, it's American Heart Month, and I was showcasing Lucca Max, our rescue that has a heart disease and is on medication. And then I also wanted to talk with you about some of our other rescues down here in this particular building. Revelation Gardens is a free roaming, non-crated environment for our rescues. We have 85, actually one just passed away. We have 84 rescues, and they live in either a home-like environment in a house, or a home-like environment in an outbuilding like this one. And most of them have access to a catio, so we really try to give them the best quality of life that we can, and help them to heal from their past. So one thing that I did want to mention before I close out this podcast is A lot of people have a misunderstanding about a rescue. They think that they are broken in some way. There's something wrong with them. Or a lot of these guys came to us as no fault of their own. Some might have issues like Mr. Charlie here, where he does on occasion pee outside the litter box, or they might have a physical ailment like Lucca Max with his heart disease. But you know what? These guys have so much love to give, and they're so grateful to be just allowed to be in a place where they're safe and can just be themselves, their quirky selves. So I say that a rescue actually has a lot more to give. Hi, Lucca Max. um, than those that may not have gone through a lot in their life. Hello, sweetheart. So I really encourage you to consider adopting a special needs kitty, volunteering with us, and sponsoring. Charlie and Lucca Max both need sponsors, so if you want to, if you have a heart for supporting them, please let me know. And our contact information, our telephone number is 731-441-2221. You can reach me at dawn at revelation-gardens.org. And that's REVEL ATION. And I'll put all of that on this video so you can see it. And we are located at 2464 Flatwoods Road, and that's in Camden. And our open hours are Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 3 p.m. We do make appointments outside of those hours, so just let us know if you have a need and we'll try to accommodate that. Again, my name is Dawn Harris, and I look forward to talking with you at the next podcast. Our next podcast will be Jennifer Perdue, Jennifer Perdue, and she's going to be talking about the topic of caring for cats with heart disease, and we'll be airing that in a week. Following that is Kelly Yearwood. She's a certified training partner, and she's going to be talking about common behavioral issues in dogs and how to address them. And then finally, for this month, we'll be talking with Dr. Brittany Hassel. She's a veterinarian down at Camden Animal Clinic, and she's going to be discussing the topic understanding and preventing heartworm disease in dogs. So very good topics, and I look forward to talking with you at each of those podcasts. And let's see what else. I think that's all I have to share today. And I always like to close our podcast by saying same bat channel, but we're changing that. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the Batman show, but it used to say same bat channel, same bat time, same bat time, same bat channel. So we changed it to same cat time, same cat channel. And then Angie, who used to do this with me, she used to always insert, but dogs rule. Anyway, try to keep it lighthearted here, and hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll talk with you next time. All right, see ya.